Yes, sir. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of your favorite show on a Tuesday night. Sports Talking with JB. With my podcast partner, the one and only DJ C Wade. How you feeling, brother?
As always, everything is everything, JB. Just enjoy some good meals today on Veterans Day.
Yes, sir. You already know, man. Hey, special happy Veterans Day to you, my brother, because you served this country, and y'all get y'all day every once a year, but you are celebrated year round. And I know what you've been through, bro. So, special happy Veterans Day to you.
Appreciate it. And I would like to take the time, man, to say happy Veterans Day to all the veterans that have served, whether you have served, you still serving or you served in the past. We thank you for your service and shouts out to those that have lost their lives as well. And as we
Right.
continue this fight on terrorism and enemies, foreign and domestic, man. Happy Veterans Day to all y'all. We thank y'all for y'all service. And me as a combat veteran, man, it was a blessed day today.
Yeah, for sure. As it is every Veterans Day, we have to, do what we have to do to salute our vets. So thank everybody for their service. If you're watching us and you're a vet, thank you for your service. As we thank my podcast partner Seaway. And yeah, for sure. So hey, thanks everybody in the chat too, man. We appreciate y'all. We really appreciate y'all. For sure. What's up, everybody?
Appreciate it.
Welcome in. Hey, welcome in, y'all. We was a little late. But as they say, we always on time, baby. Hey,
yes.
What's up with you, William Bryan? First time. What's up with you, everybody?
What's going on? Appreciate you for joining us, Mr. William.
Yes, sir. We thank y'all for joining each and every. The comments coming hot and heavy. I know we was a few minutes late, but once again, thanks everybody for joining us and on this special night.
What's going on?
Now, let's go ahead and do our because y'all know we got a whole lot to talk about, but let's go and run through the run through the sponsors. Yeah, let's run through the sponsors first because we can't do this without our sponsors. So first things first, man. This whole network is sponsored by Jack Ingram Mercedes-Benz. If you're in the market for a new Benz or any pre-owned vehicle, visit them on location at 217 Eastern Boulevard, Montgomery, Alabama, or you can visit the website at jackingrammercedes.com. Proud sponsor of the Sports Talking with JB Podcast Network. Now,
yes, sir.
Let's get back on the other screen real quick so y'all can see us real clear. Now, yes, for sure. Everybody in the chat, man. First of all, I want to say thanks everybody for making this channel grow. We are surpassed like 765 subscribers and the views are going up each and every week. So we thank everybody for sharing this content and doing the three things I always ask you to do each and every week, man. Hitting the like button, first of all, hitting the like button, subscribing to this channel, and sharing it to your people, because without y'all, we couldn't do what we do. See, why ain't that right, bro?
Oh, yeah, most definitely, man. We thank y'all for all your love, support, and most importantly, your time. Man, we thank y'all. We really, truly appreciate y'all. Hey, this is like a family. Man, we are family, so, man, we definitely appreciate y'all.
Oh, yeah, most definitely, man, for sure. What's up, me, everybody? Oh, yeah, the chat is your home. The chat is your home.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's also a safe space for you to put down your point of view on the things that we're saying that kind of also helps us enhance the show, because everybody's opinion, everybody's point of view is important.
Yes. And speaking of point of view, I know why y'all came here. First of all, we know why y'all came here. Y'all came here for the Bama content to start off the show. So without further ado, I mean, we got a lot to talk about, but without further ado, like we always start off, we're going to start off with our segment we like to call
Rolling with the Tide.
And of course, ladies and gentlemen, Rolling with the Tide is sponsored by none other than the good people over at WhitWillSports.com, man. Title Tower. You know, we keep ours on deck. Seaway keeps his in the truck. And we supporting the Crimson Tide 24/7, 365. So to support your Crimson Tide and get you a title tower like this, go to WhitWillSports.com and make your little purchase, man. We still gonna do some giveaways soon, man. I've been doing a lot, so we haven't been going to all the Alabama games like we normally do. But I promise you guys, we're gonna do a big old giveaway once we get to 1,000 subscribers. So y'all keep locking in. Y'all keep locking in. Hey, what's Roll Tide? What's up, Bama Nation? Yes, sir. We love to see y'all in the chat.
What's going on?
We love it. So with all that being said, I know we normally start the show off talking about Bama. First of all, we gotta do what we did last week, Seaway. I almost forgot. We gotta talk about the top 25. I think I got the top 25 right here. Okay. Here we go. All right, so these hot off the press right here, y'all. This is the college football playoff top 25. They just dropped this about an hour ago, a couple hours ago. And this is my first time looking at it. How about you, Seaway?
I looked at it when you first sent it to me, and you already know I agree with the top 10 except for number 9. Still don't see how Notre Dame is. I still don't see how Notre Dame even cracked the top 12, but it is what it is at this point, man.
Yeah, it's nowhere around it, bro. I mean, pretty much if they win the next couple games, they're going to be in the playoff.
Yeah,
and if they lose, then they're out.
Yes, and I just came to realize that Notre Dame is going to be in the playoff this year if they win out.
Yeah, for sure.
What's up, Nick?
What's up, Nick? Welcome back, baby. We ain't seen you in a while. Yeah. So, Seaway, I agree. There's nothing else to be said about Notre Dame. They always in this position, and we talk about them every week. But I see a couple teams who can sneak in the playoffs now. We talked about last week. Yeah, we talked about last week. Now, this is the week where some teams could be knocked off. You know, Bama's got a big game against number 11. Then you got Georgia and Texas. So it's some teams that can be knocked off. Then you got to look at Vandy. Vandy is sneaking around, you know, that 14.
And
Utah.
I see
who else
and
you see?
I see 4 teams that I'm not gonna go back with Vandy. I can really see I can definitely see Michigan, USC, and either Georgia Tech sneaking in. It depends how that ACC plays out.
Yeah, that's true. Go ahead.
And you still can't count Tennessee out because they have a couple of big games ahead of them. They can knock some teams off.
They might be a little bit too far down, though. See what I believe. They might be a little bit too far. But I'm also looking if we can go. I don't know how far down you really want to go. And yeah, you're right. Ohio State and Indiana, they hadn't played anybody. They don't even play each other until they get to the
Big 12 championship.
Yeah,
Tennessee too far down. Yeah, Tennessee have too much to overcome. So I'm not.
Yeah,
they can knock Vanderbilt, but I guess
Ohio State beat Texas, and I think Texas, and I can't even remember who else the other team they beat. So
Penn State.
Yeah, and we know what Penn State is.
Penn State. Yeah, that was. Other than that, Ohio State has not had any big wins, but that one.
Yeah. Now, man, I'm looking at. I said Vandy, right? Because I feel like they can sneak in if they run the table. You know, they got a couple more games to play. They play Tennessee at the end of the season. The reason I'm saying that, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. If Bama beats Oklahoma, Georgia beats Texas, that's gonna knock them out of contention because both of those teams will have 3 losses. Vandy will benefit off of having 2 losses and still being able to move up. So once teams slide, those teams that's right there, they're gonna move up. So that's why you got to keep eye on Vandy. Hell, even Miami, and Georgia Tech, both of them, right? because you're going to have one ACC champion, whoever gets to the ACC championship and win, and then you can have another 2 loss if it falls away far as some SEC teams get knocked off, right? Some SEC teams get knocked off, then you may slide a 2 loss Miami or a 2 loss GT in there. Hell, maybe even a USC if they run the table.
USC, yeah.
So it's gonna be interesting these next few weeks. What's up, Efron, baby?
What's going on?
Roll Tide, yeah. So I like to look at this. We still got like 3 more weeks before we see anything really decided, but we just like to look at it.
You can definitely see Michigan is a team that could sneak up in there if they went out. Especially if they beat Ohio State.
Right. Now this is the bracket if it started today. Just looking at it hypothetically. Man, you looking at look where Alabama's at. They might be playing Georgia. You know what I'm saying? If you're looking at it right now, yeah, Alabama, Georgia, and then you get Ohio State, get a good matchup for them. Indiana will be tested with whoever they play, and them the same. So playoffs gonna work out. It's gonna work itself out really good, I believe, this year.
Oh, definitely, most definitely.
You think it has an opportunity to be better than last year? Because I know last year we had those blowouts early, and then a couple good games here and there.
I think it's gonna be much better this year, man. Most importantly, because the Tide, if we make it, we gonna make it even better with the Tide being in there. It can't be no playoff without the Tide.
Yes,
sir. But competition wise, I can say, man, I'm gonna shout out to like the teams like Indiana, like Indiana who had a taste of the playoff field last year. They came back and they have stepped it up this year. So teams last year, I think it gave some of these teams a little bit more hope than last year. It was like a trial, to me, it's like last year was like a test run for some of these teams. But this year, I really think that a lot of these teams, even us, have turned it up a notch, man. And I'm just excited to see how this playoff going to turn out, man. Because, like you said, a lot of teams have learned from mistakes from last year. They got a taste of the spotlight, and so now you looking at, I think the team's going to even be better. You're going to look at more competitive. So you got to look teams like Oregon, who really feel like, hey, they underachieved in the playoff last year, so they might be a little bit more hungry this year once they make the playoff. Then, of course, when you look at it, if we started today, you cannot get excited if you're not a football fan. If you're not excited to see a Georgia and Alabama repeat, Georgia, Alabama, the winner that play the winner of the Ohio State, Notre Dame, or Oregon team. So, man, you got some good competition, man. So I'm excited to see how this playoff going to turn out this year.
Yeah, and let me double back before we move forward, because just looking at the top, we saw where SF South Florida is ranked number 24, right? But they got the 12th spot. So the group of 5, highest group of 5 conference champion will get that 12th spot. That's right now it's USF. So they're in front of Cincinnati. So USF will get that spot. That's why you don't see a BYU there. I mean, just explain it. But it will be explained even furthermore once we get to that week of conference championship game.
Yeah. And speaking of USF, I'm really excited to see what they would do in the playoff if they're given, if they win out, they make the playoff. I'm excited to see what they're going to do on the big stage, man, because they played us tough the last 2 seasons. They beat Florida this year. So, man, they have showed that they really, over the last couple years, they have showed that they belong on the big stage. So I'm excited to see how it's going to play out for them.
Yeah, Efron said Oregon a fraud. We will see first week if they play Notre Dame. If they're a fraud, we would definitely see that.
We'll definitely see.
Yeah. Hey, I love this comment. Time for Bama to dominate a team that's had our number for decades. So we definitely about to talk about that, Chris. Thank you for helping us turn the page to the topic. But before we turn the page to what we got ahead, let's look back real quick, just for a second, just for a second. Let's look back on Saturday. Now, I'm gonna
Right.
ask you what you thought, Seaway, but let me get my spiel. Let me get my spiel. And if you're just tuning
Go
in,
ahead.
you're watching Rolling with the Tide, sponsored by Title Tower and with Will Sports. This is Sports Talking with JB, and this is what we talking about Alabama on a Tuesday night. Now, that's the final score, 20-9. The game was, to be honest with you, it wasn't that good, right? And
Right.
I when I was putting the notes in for the show, Seaway, I said on the recap, was it bad offense or dominant defense? Well, both can be true because we saw a dominant defense in Alabama hold a team who got in the red zone 5 times to only 9 points. Anytime you can hold a team that gets in the red zone to 3 field goals, that's a win-win. That's a big win. But offensively, man, we got to turn it up a notch, man. And I know you will agree with me. Let me pull the numbers up, Seaway, so we can look at this. So chat, everybody can look at this. Bama counter, man. Look at the rushing yards for one.
Mm-hmm.
Seaway, come on, bro. We can't 56 yards, bro. We can't do nothing with that. We can't do nothing with that, man.
Man, we can't do nothing with that. And of course, I think our defense dominated. But
Yeah.
man, offense offense looked at like our offense from last year. To be honest, man, I'm just gonna go ahead and put that out there. We looked at it as bad offensively like last year. I a couple of big plays here and there. But man, I am just tired of this rushing game, man. I don't and it's hard to pinpoint what it is. I just think, and it's not just the running backs. The offensive line cannot block it's the offensive line too. It's not just the running backs. These are five-star athletes. They're gonna have to block better with the run game than they have been, especially if we're going to be successful in the playoff, especially coming up Saturday, because this not gonna be no easy game coming up on us for Saturday, man. And so offensively, man, we got to be able to run the ball. I don't care what nobody say. I've been talking with people about this all day today at the with some of my frat brothers. We've been talking about it, but we have to do better than 56 yards. That's horrible.
Seaway, bro, we averaged 2.2 yards a carry. Now,
Yeah.
I understand. Okay, we didn't run a lot of plays because of how the game went, but I mean, on 4th down, you went 4 for 13 on 3rd down. I meant you went 4 for 13 on 3rd down. Luckily, the defense played out of his mind because I mean,
That created turnovers. I mean, we had a good turnover. We won the turnover battle, which is very important for a win.
yeah, barely because Ty fumbled. See,
Ba-
Ty. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you. Let me talk about Ty just briefly. Ty got to take. He's been great at not throwing interceptions, so I would give him
mm,
that. But he's got the fumbleitis. He got to stop. He got to stop fumbling that football, man. He got to have
mhm.
better awareness when pressure's around because that fumble he had on Saturday could have been avoided. It was coming right in front of him. It wasn't blind side. It was right on your right side. So Ty, if you see that pressure, you feel that pressure, tuck that ball in, brother. Tuck that ball in.
Yeah.
I mean, it could have cost you against a good team, against a not LSU is okay. They're okay. They're not a top-notch team, but they're not trash either. But against a
Mm,
better team, a fumble like that when the game is a one-possession game could very well cost you the game.
yes.
And
Yeah.
let's go
Yeah.
ahead and see. Wait, we talked about this too, bro. And let's go ahead and put it out there because we was talking and watching the game together. The referees screwed LSU a few times in that game.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I think we was in that we was in I think the referees was in our we was in the referees was in our pocket for some reason because like it or not, that was a first down. In the third quarter, the
When Van
quarterback
Burner ran,
Van Berger ran, he slid after he passed the first down marker. I know some Alabama fans might be mad at us for saying this, but that penalty changed their momentum
It did.
Changed the momentum that they had because they was about to score. It was a possibility that they was about to score on that drive.
And
But
guess what?
man,
Guess what else? And even after that, when they was about to go for it, we was off sides first, and then they jumped.
yeah, it sure was. Sure was. So the referees, the referees finally helped us out instead of screwing us over for a change. But but man, I don't know. That was what you call a born to me. That was a boring pipes game, man. That was a pipes game
Yeah,
offensively for us.
yeah.
We got to offensively going to have to play better, especially when the defense turning the ball over and giving you good field position.
Yeah.
The defense we had good field position. For us to have a good field position that we had and only came away with 20 points, man. That man, that's not good football. I mean, that does not affect the football to me,
Mm-mm. Yeah.
especially if we want to win big game.
Shouts out to Crimson Watch, man. She was at the game. Hey, that was some
Yes.
BDS. That was some old BDS home cooking from the refs, and
Yeah.
very boring offensive. Yes, yes, and that's the
Yeah.
point. Pretty much, we're trying to put out there. We have to really turn it up offensively if we're gonna compete for the natty, man. I mean, it's cool to
Mm,
win games like this, but bro, we've been winning like this pretty much most of the whole
All
season.
season.
Yes,
Hmm.
it's gonna come back to bite you
Yes.
sooner or later.
Yes.
But
And
go ahead.
and once again, you're gonna have teams like I will give LSU defense credit. I think they called a good some good plays defensively to keep us out of our groove. But I don't care what nobody say. I don't care how you look at it or what your opinion is about the offense. If we do not get more than 56 yards, 2.2 yards more than 2.2 yards a carry, we would not win a championship like that. You
No,
would not win a championship like that. And you don't want to put our offense and tie in a situation that they do nothing but pass. Because you do know the more a risk of a interception, the more risk of your quarterback fumbling and getting hit. That's not effective football. We have to control the clock. We have to control the sticks and the line of scrimmage. And the offensive line, they're going to have to block better in the run game, and the running back's going to have to hit the hole. I don't know I don't know what's going on with Jam this year. I don't know if it's
bro.
because he's still shell shocked from that injury, but Jam Miller looks like a freshman running back this year. No, he looks like a sophomore high school running back this year. I'm
Bro, listen.
sorry. He looked like he's a sophomore in high school trying to play college football this year.
8 carries for 13 yards, bro. Come on, man. And it's not at some point, and I kind of Ryan Grubb, I kind of see what he's trying to do. And I'm gonna get to that chat too. Far as like giving the ball to Jeremy Bernard and Ryan Williams, and man, I'm looking at how many people ran the ball. Daniel Hill, Jam, Quavers ran the ball, Riley, Bernard, Lazia Brooks. You got 7, 8 players running the ball, and half of them aren't even running backs. So he's
Exactly.
trying stuff, but it's not working. Now it's worked in the past because we've seen Jeremy Bernard be dominant when he needed to get a first down or make a big play in the running game. We've seen Ryan Williams break out, but we're talking about Jam Miller, Daniel Hill. Where the hell is Richard Young? I'm talking about
Yeah.
my running backs. We
Yes.
have to get something going with the running game, or else I don't believe in this Alabama team anymore as far as winning the national championship.
Yes. And once again, I'm gonna say this: when your running backs, when your receivers and your tight ends and your quarterback have more rushing yards than your running backs, you in trouble. It's bad when your running back and Ty Simpson, when Ty Simpson has more yardage than your running backs put together. It's bad when Jeremy Bernard has more yards than your running backs put together. That is a recipe for disaster, and other teams are going to look at that stuff and key in on that stuff. And I was listening to satellite radio, matter of fact, yesterday, and I was hearing them talk about Alabama. What's going on, TJ? And I was heard, and the only 3 teams right now that some of the sports analysts on sports radio respect as a true championship contender. That's Indiana, Ohio State, and they actually respect Texas A&M more than Alabama right now because of our lack of running. They believe in Ty Simpson. They saying that the defense is good, but they were saying the same things that me and you've been saying the last couple of weeks. They do not have no respect for their running game, and other teams are going to capitalize and see that. And you might see that on Saturday from Oklahoma.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. And ladies and gentlemen, we're just glad to get a win at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
By any means necessary. And everybody loves a winner, by the way. So this is Saturday, right? They got Jam Miller on the poster for Saturday. Now, Jam, we expect I've been looking for him to break out. Now, he did have he played pretty good when he came back
against Vanderbilt.
And against Vanderbilt.
He played Vanderbilt. And he'll have some games that, he played decent. But I'm just being honest. Alabama, we've been spoiled with some outstanding running backs over the last years, and this is one of the first years really the first year that we have experienced not having a dominant running back that's causing havoc on the defense. I'm just being honest. Ever since Darby, I'm going back old school when we was in high school. You remember Darby and those guys. You remember Darby, Dennis Riddle, Curtis Alexander, Sean Alexander, all those guys, all the way up to the Saban squad, Coffee, Ingram, Richardson, Lacey, and all those guys, and even Najee, and even last year with Gibbs and even Haynes last year. But this is the first year that we've seen running backs that can't even get 100 yards against Pipe's team.
Yeah.
I mean, against weaker teams. I'm not used to seeing this type of play run offense. Shout out to Richard Hill. Hill, he comes in to help out with the passing game. I give that young man credit, but as far as running the ball, I don't know. I think it's a little bit of the running backs and the offensive line with their run blocking. I think it's a mixture of both of them.
Ephraim, it might be Grove, but at the same time, hell, we wasn't running last year, bro. We wasn't running last year. You mentioned Justin Haynes. Justin Haynes wasn't running last year.
But that's why Miro had more touchdowns. He had more touchdowns and more rushing yards than the running backs last year.
Exactly. And yes, Justice Haynes, more power to him, but he did absolutely nothing in the Crimson uniform. And I'm just saying that just because from what I saw, what we saw, Justice Haynes he wouldn't have done anything. He's doing okay at Michigan because it's a different system. Maybe it was the system last year, but this is kind of a similar system, but it's tweaked a whole lot because this is Ryan Grubb. He brought the big old playbook. What was the OC last year? I can't even remember his name.
Nick Sheridan.
Sheridan. He only had a piece of the playbook, right? Grubb brought the whole playbook out. Now, but at the end of the day, man, it's we have to get the job done. We have to run the ball, and you said it, C-Way. It could be the backs, but it also could be the O-line. But at the end of the day, someone's gonna have to give. Because guess what, ladies and gentlemen, this Saturday, look at this. Let me just show y'all this. Alabama has never beaten Oklahoma in a regular season game. We hadn't played them a bunch of times, but every time we played them in the regular season, we have not beat them. So we got to get this monkey off our back. This is a revenge game for Alabama of what happened last year down there in Norman when we got embarrassed 24-3. No need to talk about it. Everybody know what happened. We got straight up embarrassed. And that ended our season because we had a chance. And that kind of put a sour taste on everybody after that game, put the third loss on Alabama, even when it was an argument late in the season between SMU and Alabama and Ole Miss and all the 3-loss teams. They're like, nah, Alabama, y'all ain't fooling us. We saw what happened to y'all in Norman, Oklahoma. Y'all not finna bring that mess in our playoffs. So
yeah,
now
They kicked
We're gonna have
they
to
kicked us
clean
out of the
up the
play.
mess.
Yes, they kicked us out of the playoff last year. We just gonna call it like it is. Oklahoma embarrassed us. They eliminated us from playoff play last year
Yeah.
on their senior night. And, and once again, and I think they're coming. This is a hungry Oklahoma team. And and I don't think and it's not gonna be an easy game. And I think they're gonna come hard, they're gonna play us hard. We're gonna have to play some
Oh,
big boy football.
okay. Pause. But and this is homecoming for Alabama this year. So they're gonna feel disrespected. Oh, we whooped y'all. You know what? Last year on our senior night, y'all gonna invite us to homecoming this year? Okay, we got something for y'all. And guess what? Oklahoma's on the brink of elimination this year. They're in the position Alabama was in last year. They're sitting there with 2 losses. They're at number 11. If they lose this game, it's no hope for Oklahoma getting in the playoffs. So their back is against the wall. This is a must win for them coming to Brian Denny, feeling disrespected that we homecoming. So they're gonna look at this like, okay, we're gonna have to show them. We're gonna have to show them book us for another homecoming again. So they coming in now, and they're gonna make us work for this victory. This is not gonna be, and no disrespect to LSU, because I think they played pretty tough, but they just didn't have the horses. John Mateer is gonna play the best game of the season this Saturday. He's gonna play the best game. He's been pipes this year. He's been hurt. He came back. He hadn't been the same. But I can guarantee you we get the best out of John Mateer, the quarterback for Oklahoma, this Saturday. So we better be ready. We better be ready. But the offense better be
Yeah,
ready. I think the defense will be Seaway. It's the offense that's gonna have to step up.
yes. I think offensively we're gonna have to step up and not just McTeer, bro. Like you said, that whole Oklahoma team is gonna bring it because once again, they playing Alabama. Not only are they playing Alabama, they're coming into our backyard. They're coming into our yard. They come into our house. So they're gonna want to make this game count. And like you said, they are also fighting to make the playoff.
Yep.
What better way to state your case to make the playoff?
Mm-hmm.
You beat Alabama at home. You remember a couple years ago, you remember back 2 years ago? That's how Texas made their claim. They beat Alabama at home. When
Yep.
you make claims, when you beat Alabama, that rings a bell because you beating the best. You being a dynasty. And so what we're gonna have to do, man, like you said, I think that defensively we'll be ready. We're gonna have to create turnovers. And most importantly, if we create turnovers, we're gonna have to capitalize and score touchdowns. I like field goals, but man, I do not like our field goal kicker.
I don't.
I'm just gonna be real. I'm just gonna be real. I'm just
I
gonna be
don't trust.
real. I don't
I
I
don't
don't
trust.
have I don't trust him even in an extra point. No disrespect to the young man. I don't trust him anytime he kicks. I'd rather go for a 2 point conversion than to see him kick.
Yeah, bro. It's wild when you're surprised that he makes like a 42, 43 yarder, and then he goes out
Yeah.
there and makes a 32 yard. Come on,
Does
man.
it- now that what got me JB in chat. Now he made the 45 one yet, right? And he's up there doing,
Yeah.
he's up there showing out. He's up there showing out, doing dances like he Air or something. Then he comes back the next, next drive and misses
A
misses
chip shot.
a chip shot.
Yeah.
You're right, Crips Watt. He does be missing warm-up kicks at the football games. And so, and most importantly, JB and chat, we done said, I done said it before, I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna say it anyway. We're gonna have to run the ball. We're gonna have to be able to control the clock. And we cannot also, JB, we can't go 4 for 13 on third down and expect to beat Oklahoma. I'm just gonna
No.
say it now. We can't have 2.2 yards rushing. We got to have more than 56 yards to beat these guys. And so I don't know what the offensive line got to do. They need to have an offensive line meeting. The running backs need to have a meeting. The running backs and the
Mhm.
offensive line need to go out to dinner or something. We're gonna have to find a way to get that running to establish this running game starting Saturday if we're gonna be successful.
So they got us favored by 6.5. I'm looking at the spread right now. 45.5 is the over under. 7.5 actually. Now I'm gonna go ahead and give my score prediction and how I think the game is gonna go. Like I mentioned, I think Mateer's gonna play his best game. Alabama, they're gonna test Alabama DBs. They're gonna test our DBs. Shouts out to Yonsei Pierre and those guys, LT Overton and Nakai Hillgreen. Those guys are getting in the backfield. They're being disruptive. And I like what I'm seeing. You're gonna have to continue to be disruptive because you don't want to leave those cornerbacks out there covering guys for 5, 6, 7 seconds. Right? We got good cornerbacks, no disrespect, but if you covering a guy for that long, they're eventually gonna get over. So I just think it may end up being a shootout, but it's gonna come down to like you say, C-Way. It's gonna come down to converting third downs. It's gonna come down to can we get a turnover? Can we get a big stop when it matters? The game's gonna be tight. I don't think this is gonna be a blowout. I'm picking Alabama 31-27. What you got?
I got Alabama 31-26.
So we about the same, huh?
Yeah, we about the same. And the reason why I said that, I think that Mateer's gonna have a good game. He'll probably throw about 2 or 3 touchdowns, and then maybe a couple field goals here and there. But I think that we will end up winning, like you said. I think it's gonna be close, and it's gonna probably be decided in the fourth quarter. And our defense gonna be in that don't bend, not gonna they might bend but not break type of situation, and it's gonna seal the win for us.
Crimson Watch. I think we got to get 30. We can't be winning with 20 every week. I just don't feel confident that we will hold them to under 20. That's why I'm going up a little bit to 31 because I mean Oklahoma can score too.
They can score, and I do agree. I think that the offense just had a bad game. I'm hoping that there was a bad performance due to the bye week, and maybe because I'm gonna say maybe even it could have underestimated that that LSU team. But Crimson, I really believe that we're gonna have to score more than 20 points we're gonna have to score more than 20 points to beat Oklahoma. I do believe that because they can score. We're going to have to put up at least 20. I say we're going to at least put up 24 points to beat them. 24 points.
Yeah, I'm with Tiff 228. You know, something like that. It could be a shootout, but at the end of the day, it's gonna come down to converting third downs and winning the turnover battles too. And going for it on fourth down because a lot of teams do that, you know. So we're gonna have to come to play. I'm not too much worried about our defense, but our offense definitely should be putting up at least 30. We have struggled, you know, and I think we're gonna have to come out there and do something. We're gonna have to get something going. I'm not saying don't run the ball first down, second down if you get 1 and 2 yards, and then it's you sitting at 3rd and 6. Don't do that. But just kind of try to work a drive in, work some runs in with the drive. But let's not be stupid and just run the ball first down, run the ball second down. And if it don't work, then third down, we got to pass. Don't do that because they're going to tee off on your quarterback. But we're going to have to get some kind of rhythm going as far as running the football. So that's what I got, man. That's all we got for that. We better win, C-Way, because I'm finna blow y'all mind right now. I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there. I know we a couple weeks early on this. Iron Bowl, Alabama, Auburn. Right now, I think Auburn gonna beat Alabama in the Iron Bowl. I'm gonna go ahead and just put that out there right now. So we better not lose this game because I still think we can get to the playoffs. Actually, we can get to the playoffs if we lose the Iron Bowl, but we can't lose this and the Iron Bowl. No way. No way.
All
right. No way. I'm just saying that I'm just saying that how we look and how Auburn played Vandy. I'm just going week by week with this thing, and they have absolutely nothing to lose.
And to be honest,
nothing to lose.
because to be honest, Auburn has a good defense and a good running game. Auburn has not played bad. They just have bad coaching. They just had bad coaching and a bad quarterback. All and some of them games that they should have won.
Yeah, they can't win no close games.
Folks, they can, and they actually a step above. I say that they are actually a better team than LSU.
Yeah, I agree. I would agree to that. I would agree to that.
And once again, JB, we go to Jordan Hare, and I hate that
I
statement.
know, and we ain't beat them in 6 years.
David
But I'm
beat-
just saying, I mean, I hate to put that bad juju out in the atmosphere, but it was on my mind. I just wanted to throw it out there. I hope I'm wrong, and I'm gonna change my mind once we get the Iron Bowl week. I'm just saying it early because I know when we get the Iron Bowl week, I'm picking Alabama
I'm definitely all day long.
all day long. So, hey man, y'all please hit the like button, share, subscribe, man. Hey, Elfro, I'm with you, boy. I'm with you, but hey, with all that being said, man, look, y'all catch this commercial. We're gonna be right back, man. We're gonna be right back. Hold on, let me get that off the screen first before we go to this commercial. Cause Auburn, hey, I'm like Michael Jordan when he was talking about them shoes. Auburn fans drive Mercedes too.
I know, right?
Sports Talking with JB is sponsored by Jack Ingram Mercedes-Benz, since 1959 serving the greater Montgomery area, from C-classes to GLEs, and everything in between. Visit them at 217 Eastern Boulevard, Montgomery, Alabama. Come test drive a new Benz today. At Jack Ingram Mercedes-Benz, it's time to love what you drive.
All right, man. We appreciate y'all for that, man. You know, we can't be dissing nobody when we showing the Benz commercial because everybody ride Benz. You know, no matter what team you like, you love everybody love a Benz.
Oh yeah.
Hey, before we move on and talk to the NFL, I almost forgot. These the week 12 big matchups now. These some big games coming up this week now. Yeah, you see the big one at the top right there. Right?
Yeah.
Means a lot. It means a lot. Both teams. You got Sark going against Kirby. You're going to Athens, right? Absolutely need this. Texas absolutely needs this. Georgia can afford a loss. Maybe. Well, they're number 5. Georgia got one loss, right? I'm trying to help me. Yeah. They beat Alabama. So
man, you know that we the only team that Kirby be worried about.
Yeah. So yeah, they're in the same situation Alabama's in. They can afford a loss. Texas can't. And Texas got a bad loss too. They lost to Florida. Y'all remember that?
Yeah, they lost to Florida.
They got a bad loss. The Ohio State loss ain't so bad, but the Florida loss is bad.
Bad.
You know who you got in that game, Seaway?
Man, you know something? Normally don't do this, but I'm going against Georgia because for one, I'm sick of these Georgia fans talking crazy to our girl Crimson White. They've been talking super reckless that I'm about ready to pull up on one of them. But she's been holding her own. But Georgia screwed Auburn. We're gonna say that we're gonna go ahead and say that they screwed Auburn.
Okay.
And I think Arch needs a big win. Arch needs this as a big win, as a confidence builder. I think Texas is going to be the second team to go to Athens this year. They're going to go to Tech. They're going to Athens and they're going to upset Georgia and it's going to get Georgia up out the playoff. I don't even want them to make the playoff this year because I'm sick of their mouths. I'm sick of them talking. I'm sick of them talking reckless. They doing too much.
They still gonna make the playoffs with this loss though. If they lose, they still gonna get in the playoffs just because.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know, man.
I really don't. Texas is gonna find a way to choke, but as of now, I'm picking Texas with a walk-off field goal.
They can kick field goals. They can do that. I don't know. It's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a really good game. That's the nightcap game. Man, I'm going Georgia, man. It's just something. I just don't believe in Texas. I just don't believe in them. I'm going Georgia. I don't believe in Texas. Yeah. And any these other games, maybe Pitt does us a favor, see where it beat Notre Dame.
Man, I'm hoping.
Pitt, come on, Pitt.
Man,
Do us a favor.
hey,
Do us all a favor.
go on, do us a favor and knock Baby and his team on up out of there.
Yeah, somebody got to do it, man. Because if they don't, they gonna slide right up in the playoff.
Yep.
But yeah, and that's all. I mean, I don't really these other games. I don't really know, man.
I want to see 3 big games this weekend that I'm me personally gonna have my eye on, and that's of course the Bama game, of course Notre Dame and Pittsburgh, and Texas and Georgia. To me,
Yeah,
those are only 3 big games. Those are only 3 big games that really matter to me this weekend.
yeah. And before we talk some NFL, let's shout out Fernando Mendoza, man. He had a Heisman moment this Saturday, and that catch, that toe tap in the back of the end zone. Oh my goodness, that catch of the year.
Man, I seen not just that, and Cam Coleman had some good catches, but man, shouts out to man. But I'm shouting out to the Indiana, man. You know, after Saturday, I had to say, man, you got to put some respect on these guys, and it won't surprise me. It won't surprise me if they beat Ohio State in the Big Ten. Because the way this the first time I paid attention to them Saturday. That's the first Indiana game that I really watched because it was exciting. But and the way they coach and they believe in it, they believe in themselves. The coaches believe in them. They have the fans behind them. That's a scary Indiana team, man. So I had to put some respect on them after the seeing them play on Saturday. And that catch, man, that's the best catch I've seen this year. And I've seen a lot of good catches this year, but that was the one.
And bro, I think the Big Ten championship is in Indiana, if I'm not mistaken. Is it where the Colts play at Lucas Oil, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So boy, it will be rowdy up in that thing for them.
Yes, and this is the first time, like you said, they playing in this type of a big game. And once again, I told you earlier, bro, man, they got a taste of that playoff last year. A lot of teams, even we were some of the ones that saying that they didn't deserve to be there. But I tell you what, Indiana, if they win out, they deserve to be there more just as much as any other team, man, because they are playing some good hard-nosed football. Hey, and Mendoza is really making a good case on why he should be a Heisman contender. That was his Heisman moment.
He has the Heisman moment nobody else has. And I know Julian saying they got him up there in the Heisman odds right here, man. It's about a tie. Ty Simpson kind of fell off after his performance on Saturday. Marcel Reed is right there, but I don't believe he will get there. He may get invited. And Jeremiah Smith has been showing out lately. But if I had a vote, I'm gonna go Mendoza, man, just because the kid. I mean, look at his stats, the moment, I thought Penn State had it. People was like, oh, Penn State about to win this game. Him to go down the field in like a minute like that, go down there and win that game that you needed to win. People already were waiting on your fall off. So it depends on how he closes this thing out. And I think it's gonna come down to the end for Julian Sam Mendoza and Ty Simpson. He may have a chance depending on how he plays on Saturday, but I think it's a 2-horse race right there.
I'm with you, JB, and there's no need to beat a dead horse. With that loss against Florida State and his performance on Saturday, I had him number 1, and I've done switched him and Mendoza. And right as of now, Mendoza to me, I'm gonna give him the edge over Julian Sands because he's been playing better than Julian Sands all season long. In that moment on Saturday, he has the moment that none of the other guys has a Heisman moment where they put the team on their back and won a game like that. So man, you got to look at his stats in that moment right there with a minute left. That was a Heisman moment. So I think Mendoza, you have to give him the edge as of now. If we look at everything today, if it was to be over with on today.
Yeah, that's true. And then Ty, he had his moment, the comeback against not Vandy, but South Carolina, but it wasn't to the magnitude of this, South Carolina had to fumble for us to do that. But at the end of the day, it's gonna come down to about the last week.
Yeah, and on that moment, That was to me, that was Ty moment, but that was more
That
Bernard's
was
moment
Bernard.
more
That was
so than
Bernard.
Ty.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was Bernard. That was Bernard.
that was Bernard for sure. Now let's transition to some NFL, man. We're gonna slide through this NFL before we get up out of here tonight. First of all, man, what you think about old Brian Daboll? Used to be the OC Alabama. Y'all know old Brian Daboll, bald headed itself. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and say he didn't deserve to be fired, because if you look at his record, he damn sure did. He was 20-40 as a head coach. That's not good. You started the season, I think 2-8, 3-8, like 3 straight seasons or something like that. You had 3 straight bad seasons. Your front office didn't do you no good because you got rid of Saquon Barkley, right? Let Saquon go to the Eagles and win a Super Bowl. You let Daniel Jones go out the back door, and he's in Indy in an MVP conversation and in first place. And then, yeah, you did get Malik Neighbors. He got hurt. You got Jackson Dart. He's been banged up. Scatterboo's hurt. But right now, the Giants are going anywhere with or without Daboll. See what you feel about this?
That fire should have happened in the offseason. I'm not gonna be honest.
Yeah.
He deserved it, because now you got Scatterboo hurt, and honestly, you took Dart, who was supposed to be on the concussion protocol.
You put him back in the game,
and you put him back in the game because you mad because of Russ had one bad throw, and you acted a fool and pulled him up out of the. He deserved it, and he deserved. Like I said, the front office didn't help him out in it. But then now you had Daniel Jones, and he had Daniel Jones for 3 years, and you was pipes all 3 seasons, and now Daniel Jones with another team, 6-2. Barkley done won the Super Bowl, and the came, and so he's not helping his case in it. And hey, I wish the Eagles would have played Barkley the last game of the season last year, so he could have broke Eric Dickerson record against the Giants, and he would have been gone. And I thought, me personally, JB, man, and chat, I thought that he should not have had. I thought that they should have got rid of him before the season even started. But once again, they gave.
Go ahead.
Once again, they gave him the opportunity, and it's also the Giants need to fire. I think they need to also fire theirs. They need to fire the whole staff. It ain't just him. It's not just him. It's all of them.
Yeah, they do. And you're right, Efron. He might be a better OC. Some guys they get the head coaching job, and it's too much, right? Some guys it's too much. And he could be a better OC or play caller, quarterback coach, or something like that. But I mean, he had that fire in him. He did have that fire in him, but man,
I kind of hate it for him too, because he looked like, okay, him. I think like with Dart and Scatterbo, it looked like those were the type of players that he needed, and he felt like he was finally. The Giants did start playing better this year with those, with the team. They did start looking better, but it was just a little too much. And you look at Auburn intern coach right now was the defensive coordinator. The defense went down Saturday because he had to focus on offense and defense and the staff. So the defense didn't look as good against Vanderbilt than it has been all season long. But once again, it shows that there's levels to this. Everybody can't be head coaches. He might just like someone in the chat said, he might be just a better OC.
Yeah, for sure. You hit the nail on the head. And we was talking about how you give a coach who's normally focused on defense or offense, you give him the whole shebang, something's gonna fall off, right? So, I mean, the Giants, man, and not just that, Seaway and chat, they gave up 4 double-digit leads, and they lost the game. When they lost to the Broncos, he should have got fired. They had that big lead, like 20, man. You lost a 26-point lead in the 4th quarter.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's crazy, man. Like you ain't, I mean, no control. You got Dart, Scatterboo out there getting concussion. But absolutely, man. I have no sympathy for him. he's gonna pick up somewhere and probably go back to coordinator, and then who knows?
And yeah, because he had no business. That man was in a concussion. He could have killed that guy. So you had to get rid of him.
Yeah. Hey man, shouts out to Jonathan Taylor, man. 1,000 yards already. We only halfway through the season, man. Elfron, that's your boy, the coach.
Hey, Elfron, I gotta put some respect.
Yeah.
Again on those coaches, but Jonathan Taylor is a monster, man.
MVP.
Oh, once again, I get tired of it going always to a quarterback. I thought Barkley or Chase should have been an MVP last year. But ain't nobody's playing better than Jonathan Taylor this year. I don't care what you say. Ain't nobody's playing better than him this year. That's the MVP.
Like if he get 2,000 or get close to 2,000, and the Colts are first place in the AFC, give it to him, because I believe he has probably more to do with this than Daniel Jones. But Daniel Jones is doing a damn good job himself, because he's being efficient. He's not blowing games. He's not being a turnover machine. Yeah, but this man here, man, he ran through them Falcons, man. The game was early, so I was like looking at the stats. I'm like, oh, the Falcons hanging in there. And then I just saw him explode for like an 80-some yard touchdown run. And then he had like 250-some yards total offense. This is like the second time in the past month that he's had over 200 yards total offense by himself.
And so 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, for sure.
And he's doing it he's like Barkley. He's doing it on the ground. He's catching passes. And man, and it's just fun watching. It's really fun watching him play. And I'm glad that they are bring him and Barkley. They are bringing respect back to the running back position in the NFL that was been so dominant by quarterbacks and wide receivers. And they're bringing respectability back, saying, "Hey, you still to win the championship, you still need a good running back, a good running game if you want to win a championship."
Absolutely. There you see what happened. We're gonna run through some of these scores, man. Last night. Now, I didn't watch none of this game. Did you watch this game?
I did. It was a Pipes game. It was Pipes, man. It was just fun.
Great catch, though.
It was a great catch. And I think the wind was blowing hard too. So the wind had a lot to do with some of the play.
Okay.
It was a good, I mean, it was long, but it was a good competitive defensive struggle that Jordan Love, once again, blew another game. Jordan Love had several chances. I think it's almost time he got the money. I think Green Bay is going to end up moving on from Jordan Love. I think his time is just up in Green Bay. Once again, Jordan Love cannot win. That's another big game on prime time that Jordan Love just fumbled. He had the Eagles at one point, JB, if you didn't watch it, the Eagles gave them like 3 chances within the last 2 minutes. No, the last 3 or 4 minutes to win the game, because they didn't do nothing offensively. He had great field position, and he just looked at straight horrible, because he had the receiver wide open. He had the DB beat, and he made a bad throw, and the DB was able to make a great play to break it up. So Jordan Love, man, I talked with DeCal. He's a Green Bay fan, and he was mad this morning. When we was talking this morning, and said that he's even ready for them to move on from Jordan Love, and said that he is not it.
Yeah, man. I don't think they will, but they need somebody to challenge him though, because I mean, you don't have a backup. You need somebody to challenge this kid. So I mean,
that's what they're gonna have to do. They need they might have to get him I think they might have to go first round and get him a quarterback in the draft next year. Somebody that's gonna put some fire up under him.
Yeah, we're gonna see. Now I'm gonna tell you a team that's hot, man. The Seahawks, man. Sam Darnold is playing like an MVP. Jackson Smith-Njigba is also playing like a top 5 receiver. He is a top 5 receiver. And this team is coming.
Top 5.
Yes. The AFC West I mean, the NFC West and the AFC West, we talked about this last week or week before.
Last week.
The two best divisions in football, man. Yeah. Two best divisions in football. Seahawks, they legit, Efron. Yeah. They are legit.
They definitely legit.
I would say that. Let me tell you about somebody else.
Hey, you can tell Geno what's the problem.
Oh, yeah. Because look at the Raiders. And let me tell you what. Hey, Matt Stafford, he done found the youth. Matt Stafford been playing good ball quietly this year. The Rams have been good. Devontae Adams he's leading the league in touchdown receptions.
Yes. And I knew when he went to LA, me and you talked about that I think we talked about it off the air. We said that's gonna be a good pickup for the LA. That was a good pickup for them.
Yeah, because he's wide receiver too, because you got Puka over there, and Puka's been in and out of the lineup with injuries. But man, the Rams, they have a defense. And then this offense has been cooking. It's been clicking. They've scored 30 and 40 points a game. This is a scary team. And they know how to get to the Super Bowl. They know how to play in the playoffs. I'm gonna tell you,
and they got a great head coach.
They do. Now, shouts out to Dan Campbell. He saw they lost that game the week before. He took over play calling duties, and they put up 44 points. Now, albeit Washington is kind of a broken team right now because the quarterback's out. You got injuries. But, man, listen here.
J-Mo that's how you go. Yes, but that's what you do, JB. No matter who you playing, yes, it could be a broken up team, but when you play a bad game, there's a statement game to let you know, hey, we still a great team, because some coaches, some team would have made that a pipe game, but he went on and shows that, hey, we are better. You made an example and made the right adjustments. And man, isn't it so pretty when Gibbs hit that hole and how he just takes off running? Man, it is just funny. If he was a car, I'll call him a Corvette.
No, yeah,
if he was a car, he will be a Corvette, because he goes from 0 to 100 like it ain't nothing.
Like it ain't nothing, bro. And he fits that offense perfectly, don't he, man? And it was about time for him. It's about time for J-Mo to get cooking. The Lions are gonna be a scary team. If they can play like they played on Sunday every week, they can definitely get to the Super Bowl.
Oh, definitely. They definitely.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you another team that's coming. Lamar back. They coming.
Yep. And the best thing that probably happened to him was getting hurt.
Yeah, so he can sit back there. They struggle. Now, they started off terrible, right? He wasn't playing his best, but he got hurt. They coming back now. You winning some games. You're not blowing teams out, but you're winning like this, right? They're catching Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is falling off a little bit. They played like hot garbage on Sunday night. I don't think Aaron Rodgers is all in it. It looked like he was on them shrooms on Sunday night. He was at the press conference like he didn't give a damn. Mike Tomlin is frustrated, and this team is coming because they right on their heels. They are 4-5. Pittsburgh's 5-4, and they still got to play each other twice.
And JB, and I think if Mike Tomlin can't turn it around and they don't win that division, and he ended up missing the playoff, because if he doesn't win, and I'm just being honest, at this point for Baltimore or Pittsburgh, if they do not win that division, neither team will make the playoff. Whoever, this is do or die for Pittsburgh or Baltimore, because if they lose the division, they won't make the playoff, because too many other teams in that AFC are better than them. And so if Mike Tomlin missed the playoff this year, I think that his tenure will be up in Pittsburgh, and that would be just what he did. And I was pulling for Tomlin all these years, but that's what served him right for going with Aaron Rodgers. And I'm going to say it, and I'm going to say it one more time. Aaron Rodgers, they don't love you like they love Brady.
You ain't getting no farewell tour.
Well, you tour.
I love it, C-Way.
I love it too.
And look, let's break this
Oh.
thing down right now. Okay, so let's break it down. All right, so
Hey, can I make you an Efron laugh real quick?
what's up? What's up?
I think the Cowboys lost the bye week.
We
We had
didn't
a bye
even
week and we still.
we didn't even mention the Cowboys. And you know what? I'm glad you said so because I wasn't even gonna say nothing about the Cowboys, and we don't even have to talk about it because they're not even on the playoff picture.
I know, right?
So check this out, y'all. Check this out. All right, so this is like if the playoffs ended, after week 10, which is today, right? Now you said Pittsburgh, but they're barely hanging on because your 1, 2, 3, and 4 seed are your division winners. This is how this goes, right? Now 5, 6, and 7 are the wild cards. Those are the teams with the best record, the wild card teams. Look at the AFC. Okay, you got everybody see who win in the division, right? Shouts out to the Patriots, by the way.
Oh,
Shouts
yes.
out to the Patriots. They are playing, man. Listen,
And Drake May is playing. He's playing MVP type ball.
Yes, he is. Drake May is in the MVP discussion. Coach of the year, hands down, gonna be Mike Vrabel. I told y'all this preseason. Mike Vrabel gonna win Coach of the year. He got them boys playing great ball over there, man. Yes, he did.
I knew, and I knew it was hard for them to let Mayo go, but I knew that Vrabel was the right pick for that job.
Yeah, he was, man. And I wasn't even mad because I knew. Because
Can I
I
answer
knew
MP question?
Right.
MP asked the question. She answered the question. Put her question back up there.
How we lose?
How you lose? Oh, easy. Cause you're the Cowboys. Cause you're the Cowboys. You look at it. They didn't make you see other teams. Just signed the Bills. Just signed Ashanti Samuel, right?
Yeah.
So that means that was 7 points, and that's 7 points for the bye week, and 0 points for the Cowboys. The Steelers just cut a player who had 23 tackles and a couple of interceptions. The Cowboys didn't sign him, so and we need some DBs. Now these some DBs that we could really use.
Yep,
so now
exactly.
That's 14 points for the bye week, 0 points for the Cowgirls.
Yeah,
they did not sign no good linebackers. We didn't do anything in the trade deadline. So that's 21 points for the bye week and 0 points for the Cowboys.
Man, y'all got Quentin Williams. Come on, Seaway. Don't do that.
7 points.
So y'all lost 21-7.
We lost 21-7 in the bye week. I could go on, but for sure. But since it's quickies, I'm gonna let it go for now.
So Seaway. All right, looking at this right here. Let's start right now. Where we at? Just looking at this, I already see some teams that's not gonna be in the playoffs, and I see the changes. I see Baltimore taking Pittsburgh's bye. I don't believe in the Jaguars, so I feel like the Chiefs are gonna be in there. The Chiefs gonna be in the playoffs somewhere. They taking somebody's spot.
Yeah,
and I feel like
the Jaguars won't be. I think the Jaguars won't be there, nor Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh is done. I think those are the two teams. I think that's the only two teams that I see that can possibly change. And maybe Chicago, but Chicago, hey man, Chicago is trying to turn it up a notch. And I don't so Pittsburgh won't make the playoff.
Yeah.
And the Chiefs is coming.
And looking on NFC, the Bears are sneaky, bro. They're sneaky. Like
they are there.
The only way I can see the Bears, if they could possibly go on a losing streak because it's a young team, young coach, young quarterback. I don't see Green Bay falling out of playoff contention. I don't see the Vikings catching them. 49ers could possibly get a spot.
They could possibly, the 49ers can possibly get that Green Bay. Or the Bears.
They get that Bears spot. Yeah,
Bears. Yeah. They can get the Bears. I say the Bears or Green Bay, maybe. But
yeah, because we know the Cowboys. We know the Cowboys. Ain't nobody else coming up out that division. We know there ain't Ain't nobody coming up out the division in the NFC East. Nobody else is coming out the NFC South. We know that. We know that. And so you're really looking at between the North and the West in the NFC. Who gonna get them teams in there? Same with the AFC, because nobody's coming out that AFC South, but the Colts probably, and nobody's coming out that AFC. Well, no, you might get two out there East. Nobody's coming out that AFC North, but the division winner gonna be probably Ravens, Pittsburgh, whoever. So,
right.
Yeah. Hey, we got some good news right there from Monica. Passing her GED science test, 2 subjects away from becoming a grad social science.
Congratulations. Hey, congratulations. Congratulations. Yes. Congratulations. And hey, sky's the limit. I'm gonna give you some words called sky's the limit. Yes. Thank you for striving and not letting anything in the past stop you from striving. That's for anybody. It's never too late to do anything you want to do in life.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. So big
Praying
shout out
for you, LP. Big shout out. And just for that, matter of fact, for LP, get your information. A Tata towel is on me.
Oh yeah, for sure. We got you.
We got you. It's on us.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, man. So, man, we pretty much talked about everything. C-Way.
Yep. Hey, and get us information, some paraphernalia. You know, it's on us because you know she's one of our faithful ones. So that's a big accomplishment. If y'all got some accomplishments, let us know, man. Cause we family, and keep up the good work.
Oh yeah, for sure. Listen here, man. It's been a great show tonight. It's been a great show. Breaking news, man. Alabama State basketball, men's basketball, just knocked off UAB. Big win.
Yes.
Beat them in Birmingham. Went to Birmingham and got the door. Shouts out to Alabama State Hornet basketball team, man. Come on, man.
Hey, UAB gonna learn to leave us alone.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So went up there and got the door, man. Shouts out to the Hornets. And for all the Hornets fans out there, make sure you tap into this channel. We got all type of Hornet content, man. Tomorrow night, Black and Gold show. We know Alabama State. Big weekend for Alabama State. You got the Port City Classic in Mobile. Bama State basketball is cooking right now. And Alabama basketball as well. Shouts out to them. They got a big dub against St. John. And they got a big game on Thursday, bro. Purdue, the number 1 team in the country, is going to play at Coleman Coliseum. I won't make the game, but that is a huge game for Alabama. If they can beat Purdue, man, they're going to go right up in that top 5.
Yep.
Easily, right up in the top 5. A lot of big games, man. Basketball is in full effect right now. So
and Paulon is playing ball, and Paulon is playing, bro.
Oh yeah. Paulon playing. He playing like a number 1 first round draft pick for sure. First round draft pick, right, man. Yeah. Efron say Louisville about to beat Kentucky. I'm not surprised.
I'm not surprised either.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a lot going on. What's up, Melvin?
What's up, Melvin?
Tapping in late, but he always tap in, man. You know, always tap in. Appreciate you, Sequinetta. Appreciate y'all. We all appreciate everybody, man. We gonna get up out of here tonight, man. We always seem to go over an hour, but that is the, that's how the show go, man. That's how the show go. But we really appreciate everybody, man. Y'all hit that like button, right? Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and share it to your people, man. Because everybody loves a winner, and that's why we here on Sport Talk with JB.
Yeah.
So we gonna get out of here. We appreciate y'all. Bless everybody. Be blessed and have a good night.